Hey everyone, Corp here. Since last time we did the speedrun of Atomfall, there's been a few updates released. But for today in this run, we're going to do pretty much what we've been doing before, with a few slight changes, mainly healing inside of Alpha, because the spores will take you down. You can't just run through there. But the rest of the run is fairly the same. Anyway, should we just begin? Let's go. Now, as soon as the loading's done and the spacebar can be pressed, the run starts. And we're going to immediately try and get to the third option, this guy's dialogue, and hitting both third options. As soon as you've done that, run out the room, run up to the door and open it. As soon as you've done that, run straight to the exit, and from there we'll go on to the next part.
Quarantine protocol is in effect. This door must remain sealed. Must remain. Emergency access has been...
Now, once you're past the loading screen, there's a little trick I've learned. You can actually kind of like click back into the game in the loading screen. So normally, if you don't, you kind of stuck waiting even after the loading screen. So what I've come to learn, if you click like in the screen, you can get like a little run going before you're fully loaded in. Now, once you're out of there, head down the hill. I look down because my PC's not that great, and so I'm trying not to see all the visible items in distance. Grab the axe. The axe is quite important. You're going to take out Molly with this axe. You can actually like do a takedown to take it down, but I've found that the takedowns are quite random in their animations. Sometimes it can be longer, sometimes it can be shorter. So I like to use the axe, and sometimes it's a bit quicker than 3 hits. Maybe it could be 2 hits if you're lucky. Now, when you get to Molly, you want to take all her stuff, including the battery, and that'll be the first battery you get. With that battery, we're going to go up to the first interchange and plug it in, and also pick up our second battery. Now, heading over the stream, there's a bunch of guys on the left. Normally, they don't hit you, but there is a chance they might. So if they do, probably reset, you've lost a bit of health. And we want to keep as much health as possible, because it's very important for later. Once you're at the ladder, make sure to do a little jump, a little tiny jump. And that'll maybe get you a bit of time saved, it did for me. And then when you're at the top of the ladder, make sure to jump to the ledges. You don't want to be climbing those, it will waste a lot of time. And then from there, head up to the doors and go inside the interchange. Once you're in the first interchange and turn on the machine, I normally throw down my weapons so I can reorder them. Like, have the plank in the first slot and the axe in the second one. The reason for this is I've got tiny fingers. I can't really press 2 or 3 very easily when I'm holding down the W button constantly. So I like to have the plank in the first slot so I can press it with my other finger. And then the weapons will be in 3 and 4. And the handgun will be in 3. I don't use that as much. And then 4 will be the shotgun. Just a little easy thing for myself. Now, when you open the vault door, run through and watch out for the bats. Try not to take any damage for them. I tried to like weave through them a little bit. And then head to the door. Once you're inside, you'll see a guy at the end. He's not going to be in the sequel for sure. Grab his battery and grab the gun he's got. That's going to be very important for later. And once you've done that, plug in the battery and spin around and run down to the, I think it's Charlie, first one you go to. What I do here is reload the gun and open the door at the same time, so not reloading the gun later on. And then run down the stairs and plug in your battery. There's a bit of a glitch times where you like drag your battery and you won't be able to plug it in. Just be careful with that. And then once you've done all that, run back up and then run back where you came. This aren't easy, these turrets won't damage you. And if you do the second part coming out here correctly, these people won't hurt you either. I've come to learn the quickest way to go left, but you can go right there if you're feeling unlucky. Now once you're back out the door, head back down the ramp. I jump over this truck here and then go down the rock face. Be careful because the rock face can be a bit finicky. There's been multiple times where I've been launched off of it and lose a lot of health, and you want to try to keep as much health as possible. I lost a little bit of health there, it's not too bad. So once you get up to this gate, make sure you've equipped the plank with the spikes. And I'm going to bop the first guy inside the door and take all his stuff. Now, once you've got his stuff, make sure to go down the hill a little bit. Hopefully the guards aren't too aggro. In my case, I was a bit lucky here. Go down to the bottom, reload the shotgun before you get to the robot. And check how many bullets you got. If you got more than 3, I think. 3 or 4, you'll be lucky. And then take on the robot. Try to stand back a little bit, because you will get hit, like I did. If you do it correctly, you shouldn't take any damage. I did sadly. Make sure the guy on the left isn't too close. I took him out. Got rid of him. Be honest with him. And then take the battery and head over to church. You have enough health, you can actually run past church. There's another strat where you can do a different robot. But seeing that we're early days and I don't have a lot of health, I'd like to go in here and get the battery as well. And I heal. Now, once you're in here, take out the lovely guy on the right, and then eat the bread just to get some health back, and take its stuff. From here, we're going to run upstairs. Throughout this place, there'll be different locations for bandages. They're random. Mine's up here on the right, and then grab the stuff from the chest and grab that. You don't need that for later on if you're low health like me. And after all that, head back outside and onto the next interchange. Now once you're inside the next interchange, there'll be a corpse just in front of the door. Make sure to loot him and then grab the bandage. In my case, I actually heal with the bandage straight away, because I need the health. And then open the door and go and open the vault door. Now this next area is Alpha. It's a bit trickier to deal with. Since the update, the damage is higher, a lot higher. You can't be running around like a headless chicken. Make sure to lower your guns, get everything ready for the next when you come out of here. And equip your pistol. So what we're going to do is go inside, open the door. Not go inside. Hold back and shoot the bulb. It'll be on the far left side a little bit. And follow what I do. And run past it all. Go to the battery slot, plug in the battery. And then exit out, go back into your inventory and heal. And that should tank the damage of the bulb on the floor. If you're not full health there, it probably won't work. So make sure you do have enough stuff on you. And if you feel like you want to med up on the way out, do that as well. Because you could get in trouble with the next bunker area. Then after the next bunker area, you have to do the fire robot, so just make sure you've got enough meds on you. Right, from this door, we're just going to head over to the right, and there we just open the gate. Nothing too crazy. One scene, you'll see me like walk in when the loading screen's not even done. That's still the same trick as before, trying to click inside the loading screen and then walk in a little bit.
Leave tomorrow if we could.
In this field, you'll see in the distance a fire robot. We do need his battery for later on. There's a different robot behind him as well, which you could grab, but he's a bit more difficult to grab. So normally you can come in here and run up behind the robot, the fire robot, shoot his tanks, and take the battery. That is a bit quicker, but for safety reasons, I'm going to go to the bunker first, and then get all the stuff in there, then come back and get it. Once you're in the bunker, make sure to equip your weapon, as there's normally 1 or 2 guards in here. They can be sometimes a bit aggro. If they are a bit aggro, shoot them. Get rid of them. Get them out of the way, and then run past them, run to the bathroom. And from there, it's pretty straightforward. Once you're in the second room, after you've looted the guy on the floor, took his keycard, feel free to loot the whole area. Take what you need. You don't need everything, but if you're low on health, take it. Take everything you can. The more the merrier. If you're quite stocked up on meds and stuff, you could probably just loot 1 or 2 things and actually go and save some time. But that's on you. You gotta try and error a bit there. And then from here, run back to the ladder the way you came in. We're gonna go and take down that robot and take his battery. Once you're out from the bunker, there is a bit of healing in front of you if you need it, if you're a bit low. If not, just head over to the robot on the right. We're going to shoot his tanks when you turn around. Now, this guy's a bit glitchy, so there are times where he looks at you, then he'll like snap around again to keep firing his fire. And then when he does that, we'll shoot him, his tanks, pretty much. The only thing is, with mine here, he got a bit stuck in his animation. If you're quick enough, you could probably avoid that. And in my other run, I actually got it a bit quicker and got it straight away, but I got a bit of bad luck here, sadly. Once you've grabbed his battery, head over to the right, jump over the mine. I think there's a mine there, the water, and then head over to the next bunker. And for some weird reason, the robot on the bridge actually shoots me here. Don't know why, I lost a bit of health from it, a bit of pain, but it's fine. Watch the blue sheep as well, don't get took out by that. Now once you're going down into the bunker, there'll be a bunch of guards on the outside. Make sure they don't shoot you, obviously. But there is a chance they will follow you down into the bunker. If so, just be prepared pretty much. Go down to the end of the hallway, head left twice into the door, and then take a right, get the box to back. We'll need that for later on, to the device in there, and there's some healing in there normally. Now in this room there's a lot of items you can probably get. It's all randomized, so if you need anything, take it with you. Now for me, this guy actually did follow me down here, and he just comes out from this corner. I tried to shoot him, but he's got that ultra instinct behaviour. It's not my aim, I swear. Potato aim, you can't prove it. But it's fine. He didn't shoot me, so I head back out to the ladder. And then from here we're going to take 2 lefts and jump the wall. You can go right, but it's a bit more hairy. There's more guards on that side. Jump the wall and slide down the bankment. Go to the next interchange. Well, go to the base first, and then the interchange. There is a way here. If you look up to the right, there's like a pathway. If you're very, very, very skilled, you could probably jump like around that bend. I've been able to do it a few times, but I've never be able to do it in a run. So you know how hard it is. It saves you a good 10 seconds. But if not, if you go through the camp, you should be fine. There's normally a guy waiting near that door. You can take him out, or you can just run past him if you're feeling lucky. He shouldn't bother you too much. And then from there, run up the ramp into the door. In the next room, there's 2 guards. They, depending how fast you're in here, they don't really bother with you. And there's 3 routes in here you can take. You can go right front, and then left. Right front is the quickest, but the right is the safest. So I took the right and just go down to the doors again to open the vault door. Now behind that vault door are 2 infected creatures. They're pretty aggressive. I've kind of found my route how to get past them. I try to stick left and go a bit right, but there is a high chance they will actually hit you with their projectiles, so you gotta be careful. Make sure you have enough health here. And then climb under the door to get to the next area. Here we're at Bravo. I'm going to plug in another battery, open the door and jump down, and it's pretty straightforward. Nothing too special with this one. Now once you've plugged it in, turn around and head back to the center room. Equip your little scan device you have with, it says Q, PC. And then open the 2 double doors, and then with your equipped scanner, there's 3 boxes on the floor. You want to scan the first one, and then the other 2 should be fairly close to each other. You can scan those 2, and then head back down to, I think, Delta. Now once in Delta, open the door, open the second door. There's a railing in front of you. You can actually jump that railing. You don't need to vault it like I do. You can jump straight over it. You take a little bit of damage from it, but it's not a hell of a lot. And then plug in the next battery, and that's all the batteries done. And then head back into the center room. Once you get to the center room, make sure you pull out your scan device. I stupidly forgot to do that. So I wasted a little bit of time, and then once you scanned it, pull the lever and the bridge will start to extend. Takes a good few seconds, so do what you gotta do. You can actually heal here if you need to. You can even upgrade your health if you're feeling a bit unlucky. There's a stimulant in the room. If you have 5, you can probably do it, or 5 or 6, I'm not sure what it is. I don't use it that much. Now, once the bridge is extended, just like crouch under the thing, it's a bit quicker. You don't need to close the doors like I do, it's just a bit of wasting time. And then head to the door, on to the next area. Now in here, if you've got a decent amount of health, you should be able to do this quite easily. I normally wait for the spores to settle down a little bit, so they don't take me down the first part coming through here. So I go through the spores, wait a little bit, and keep going. There's an infect up here, he shouldn't bother you too much if you stick to the right. And then we're going to jump down one. You could probably actually jump into the spores straight off the top. But seeing that I'm low health, I'll just heal up first. I didn't mean to really pop the second one, but it should help me a little bit there. So that's all fine. Best scenario you have here is also to use a fire resistant or a band-aid, as that has fire resistant, both have it. and you're able to use that against the robot. Now here you need to be very lucky to make these jumps like I am. Normally you miss the first one, you have to climb up, so it's slower. For some reason I got it. Once you pass that part, stick to the right and jump up the two little ledges. And that plant shouldn't bother you really. And then do a little jump here to avoid a stumble. Now once you're in Oberon, should have a little bit of fire resistance left. If not, pop a band-aid or something to help you against it. There's a total of 3 robots in here. You can run past all of them. So for the first one, you want to stick to the right, jump the lily pad thing. I'm not sure what it is. And then flip the 2 switches. One on the right, one at the far end. Come back, try and stay as straight as possible when you pass the robot. There is a chance he will set you ablaze. Hopefully your fire resistance will help you with that. Then once you pass all that, there'll be a second robot. I pop a heal and a fire resistance just to be sure. I didn't have mine on already. Onto the second robot. If you stick to the right, kind of rub against the wall, they'll put the collision a bit. You should be able to avoid them. Try and jump over the rocks that are in the way. And then for the third one, if you like bait him into attacking you, you can run past him on the left side. If you don't feel like baiting him, you can run up to the stairs on the left and then head down the stairs at the back, and you should be fine. And then run past the bulbs on the left. There's 2 bulbs and a plant. Watch out for those, they don't pop or hit you. A little bit of damage isn't too bad. And then run up the stairs. In my case, sadly, there's a guy up here. He shouldn't be here. It's been a right pain in the ass. He keeps clobbering me a little bit. But normally he shouldn't be there. I'm not sure why he was there. Normally he's at the top of these stairs waiting for us, but he must have saw me or something. I must have been too far to the left, I think, coming across. Anyway, from there we're going to go and turn on the self-destruct, and there's a lever in this room. And pull that lever and then head back all the way to the start where you originally started the run. You can jump this railing if you have enough health, and you should be able to tank it. If not, just walk down it and jump off the other part. Like I said, there's nothing too crazy in this room. You can head past the plant on the left, but I always leave it. I go to the right for safety. I'd rather not get pushed off the edge or anything like that. And then just follow the route you came in. It's nothing spectacular. Once you get back to the center room, head to the exit. Let's just keep going straight. Go into the shutter doors, and then behind the shutter doors will be a bunch of guys fighting each other. You can go right here and take a left, it's a safe route, but I yellow it and go through them. Sadly, there's a guy where he shouldn't be, blocking the path, so I have to try again and go around the left side. But you should be fine. Should be nothing too crazy. But once you're out the door, there are two routes. You can go left or straight. Left being the safer way and straight being a bit more daring, let's say. For this run, I'll go straight. Run down the hill. Can be a bit more careful, but I'm yellowing it quite a bit. I thought I had a second heal. So you can imagine what I'm going to do. Run to the end of the bridge and jump off. Sadly, thought I had a second heal, which I do not. So I panicked a bit. Luckily, I hit that beam. But if I had hit the floor or anything else, I probably would have been dead. The run would have probably been over. And then from here, just run back up the hill. There's nothing too crazy. Some of the guards get a bit scared, but they don't do anything.
What's going on over there?
And then once you're up the top, into the bunker, there'll be a guy who's trying to give you a hickey. Just run around him and then run back to the phone. You can hear ringing in the distance. Once you're in that room, pick it up. That'll be the second option. And you end the end of the run. You've done it. Well, I've done it. We're all done it. And then this will be my run for Atomfall, version 1.22. It's been a decent run. Been a bit rusty. There's a few tricks I haven't done. I've actually gone terribly fast. But it's good enough. I'm happy with it. I had a run before. It was at 27 minutes. With a few more mistakes. So this is looking a minute quicker. But yeah, if you like the video, make sure to follow, drop us a like, it'd be great. And then if you want to come and chat about the run, you can come and chat to me on Twitch, same name. And hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks. Goodbye.